Alright, hello, this is the Bananacast. I am your host, Angie Gutierrez, with my two favorite co-hosts,
Gabriel Escobar and our favorite movie friend.
Zack Snyder, or Blu-ray Man 25, or you can call me Alex. Yeah.
And like we mentioned before, today is a very, very special episode because we saw the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League.
The better version.
Okay, and if you don't know who Zack Snyder is, maybe you'll know him from
Then you live under a rock.
Yeah, you probably are living under a rock because he made a bunch of movies.
Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, he also made Dawn of the Dead.
And Man of Steel.
Watchmen, Sucker Punch.
Anyways, we saw Zack Snyder's Justice
Why don't we get a quick history lesson?
All right, the quick history lesson. So we're gonna start at 2008. Marvel decides to start a cinematic universe because why not? And then, fast forward until 2013, Zack Snyder comes in. He is chosen to start DC's cinematic universe with Man of Steel, the Superman movie. And then fast forward to 2016, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice comes out, but it is cut for time constraints, I think. And then later in 2016, the Ultimate Edition comes out, which people say is the better version. Now, on to 2017. This is when it gets kind of dark. Marvel has its movies coming out, and DC has Suicide Squad and Justice League coming out. In the middle of production, Zack Snyder's daughter is Autumn. She tragically commits suicide, and he decides to step down from directing. So DC decides to bring in Josh Whedon, who did the Avengers movies for Marvel, and he basically did a bunch of reshots and new edits, new lines, all that stuff. And the movie came out late 2017. People didn't really like it. Alex, how did you think of when the movie came out?
I think what is significant is that before this, we all saw the original Justice League the week before, just to be prepared to compare and contrast for now. So now let's give it a game for once, right?
2017 Justice League. Feels like Josh Whedon, the director, tried to replicate what he did with Avengers, but with a different script that wasn't written to be made like an Avengers movie. A lot of good characters gone to waste, like Batman. Batman wasn't that great in that movie. I saw Batman vs. Superman. He was so cool in that movie. He did some really cool stuff. Superman was in the movie a lot, so that's okay, I guess. Aquaman wasn't that depth into. Cyborg didn't have much of a backstory. He's just like, I'm a robot, yada yada yada. I'm gonna help you guys. Okay, whatever. Flash, they made too many bad jokes in just like the 2017 version. Flash was not that interesting. I didn't like him at all when I saw the movie again. Wonder Woman, she was all right, but I didn't think she can get better, but she does in Snyder Cut. So that's what I thought of that movie.
And I thought that it was like it was like a bad edit of a Zack Snyder film, because everything post-production is what ruined most of these scenes, with like these saturated colors and these obvious CGI colors with everything, and that infamous red filter at the end of the movie. And then continue, Angel.
It goes on for 2 years. For 2 years, these people keep going at it, telling Warner Brothers to release the Snyder Cut, not knowing if it did or if it didn't exist. And then in 2019, Zack Snyder joins in on the trend and starts posting stuff on his social media about Justice League. And then Jason Momoa, who played Aquaman, says that he saw the Snyder Cut, and that got people even more crazy. And then eventually, Gal Gadot, Ben Affleck, and Ray Fisher, who all played characters in those movies, joined in and started tweeting, release the Snyder Cut, which got people even more crazy about it. What?
When they tweet this?
Back in 2019, like on the anniversary.
2019.
Yeah, that's when they joined in and started telling people, release the Snyder Cut. And then eventually, in 2020, Warner Brothers announced that Zack Snyder's Snyder Cut, his Justice League will be released on HBO Max. And now we are here.
When this said it was going to come out on HBO Max, I'm like, all right, well, I have an HBO Max subscription. It won't be it wouldn't be too bad to see it. And as it continuously was being built up, we found out it was gonna be 4 hours, rated R, and then it was gonna be apparently that like 80% of the movie, the original cut, is not in this movie or is shot differently, and it got me excited. It got me excited. Angel, what did you think of the Snyder cut?
All right, so the whole build up to the release date and all that. I refused to get excited. I refused because I did not want to be extremely excited just to be let down by the movie if it didn't live up to my expectations. So I came in there neutral and I left happy because I really liked the movie. All 4 hours of it, I enjoyed it. And it made me want more, which sadly we might never get more. Gabe, what did you think?
I thought it was great. I thought this is impossible. They can't make a movie better with the same bone structure. But they did. They really did it. And as soon as I saw like the first couple scenes and saw how differently they were, I was like, all right, I know what I'm stepping into. And getting to the end, seeing more stuff, it was insanely great to me. I love that movie. The soundtrack, the characters are just all better. I love it. They made me like Flash. I hated Flash in the other one. They made me like Flash.
Alex, what did you think?
Well, I've been already a sucker for DC, like so much of a sucker that I would even defend the 2017 cut before this cut came out. And I was more than blown away. I'll never watch that 2017 version ever again in my life. And the most incredible thing to say about this movie is that the 4 hours feels like well paced and like everything in it matters. Like, yeah, there's maybe one or two things that you could take out, but like everything matters that you're watching. It feels like a more of a how do I say, is like marinating in everything instead of just like this quick, like, all right, let's just get to the point, let's get to the action of the 2017 cut. I think it's superior. Well, I don't think it's a 10 out of 10. I will just say it's a 10 out of 10 just so I can see more of Zack Snyder's universe. That's what I'm not. That's not my rating yet, but I'm just saying I will give it a 10 on 10 on every platform: IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, Metacritic, just so I can see more of this movie universe.
Yes, but sadly we might never get that.
We might never ever see the day that we get Zack Snyder's
Well,
trilogy.
to be fair,
Because he wanted to make it a trilogy, right?
I mean, after 3 years, we got this version. I mean, never say never. Anything's possible now.
I mean, I just sent you an article before we started recording.
Yes,
How that
it's
the
not happening.
CEO just said, like,
It's not happening.
no, you got your cut. You're not getting the rest of it. All right, take it easy.
Well, to be fair, they said that originally when they first started campaigning for the Snyder Cut. That was what they said originally.
That is
No,
true.
it wasn't going to happen. It doesn't exist. Nothing will ever happen. And now look where we are. We're talking about the Snyder Cut. It came out.
People want it. People want Zack Snyder to make his trilogy.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
that's what I'm just so happy to hear. Continue.
So, all the jokes that were in the 2017 version, none
All
of
the
them
bad ones.
all of them basically. Most of them. There's like probably 2 jokes
Yeah,
that
I was
stayed
rewatching
into the
some of it,
version.
and they made like better jokes in the new one.
They made like a joke every 2 seconds in the 2017
The Josh Whedon version.
There was this
Yeah.
one joke that
Whedon.
Alex would never stop talking about that he hated so much when it came to Batman.
In the 2017 cut, Superman, when Superman was resurrected, he smacked the poop out of Batman and he just gets hit. And Superman's like, what you told me? Do you bleed? And then he's just like all fear strucken, and then Lois Lane comes out and saves Superman, and they fly away, and then Batman's just left on the floor, and he's just like getting up like an old grandma. He's like, I think something's bleeding. It's like, this is so stupid.
Yeah. Oh, something is definitely bleeding.
We could spoil the entirety of the 2017 version, and you will not get spoiled of the Zack Snyder's version. It is that different from the 2017 version, and I think it's great. Just the fact that it has a different IMDb page from the other one, it just shows you how like it is something else. It is something completely different. Don't watch the 2017 version. Fine, you can go into spoilers because I wanted to talk more because I don't want to spoil this movie for anybody who hasn't seen it. All right,
But
this is good.
This is the big moment where there's a big spoiler alert in front of your screen. If you don't care about spoilers, if you've already seen the movie, then you just keep watching after this. If you don't want to know, then you should probably stop watching at this point.
Please stop watching. Go watch it. Go subscribe.
What a
So obviously
great
the music is
soundtrack.
different. A bunch of scenes. Some scenes are extended.
That's what I loved about it. All right.
Like the beginning of the movie, the Wonder Woman bank
And
scene.
the choreography is different. The Wonder Woman scene. The music is different. The timing is different. There's less slow motion.
I'm
It's-
so happy about the beginning of the movie being changed. That weird scene where Batman already knows about these monsters being on their Earth. What are they called again? Parademons.
Demons.
Parody.
Yeah.
Demons.
Yeah, he already knows they're on there, and they like sense fear. I'm like, all right, okay, sure. But then this one opens up with him looking for them.
And
That's
he's
good
he's
stuff.
waiting for the war. He's trying to prepare for whatever he got warned about in
Like,
Batman vs
Exactly.
Superman.
That is great.
Yeah.
That is great stuff. And it explains how like why the mother box is also reactivated. It's like that like they heard Superman's cry after he died, so now they like know that
They do
Earth's
so
weak.
much more explaining in this movie than this just happens.
Yeah,
But I'm in the middle of the movie. The movie is really, really long, so I don't blame people who don't want to watch it. But I highly recommend they watch it. But I understand why people don't want to watch it because it's 4 hours long.
yeah.
But
They
there's
said
so
they
much
were.
they could have cut though.
I don't know about so much. Like what? Don't say the doctor scenes with Cyborg, the father.
They could have cut a
Right.
little bit. I
As-
think a scene this is so random. Aquaman was walking for like 10 minutes, man, going back into the water.
His village singing after that could have been taken out. That could have been taken out.
Okay,
Them-
that whole scene where they just start singing. It was like what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, they're like singing for a solid 2 minutes. They could have taken that out.
They sang a whole song from beginning to end about
Yeah, they could have taken that
about
out.
how much they like Aquaman or something.
They could have just trimmed down a lot of it. There's a lot of trimming. A lot of trimming would have made it like 2 hours and something.
I wouldn't mind going to theaters to
The
see a
bullet time?
2 hours and 45-minute movie.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's not like it's just a random superhero movie. It's like the culmination. This is like of all the movies
Their
that's been
adventure.
building up. So like it can be longer. And the fact that like Warner Brothers said to the 2017 is like, no, you gotta tone that down. You gotta lower that runtime. But it's like they picked the wrong one to lower the runtime. This is the one that you want to
But,
see
I mean,
for so
they could have
long.
still made it good with that runtime. He just chose the wrong scenes to put in.
No, I think they need a little bit more.
I
Like
think,
Endgame. Endgame at 3 hours. And that was the
Endgame took-
culmination of all the movies.
That was a culmination of 18 years, though.
Yeah. Just they're cutting it short. And
10
this is the
years, kid.
culmination
10
of like
years.
2.5 hours Man of Steel, 3 hours Batman vs Superman. I mean, like, and then the culmination for the Marvel is like, oh, let's put an hour and 20-minute movie. Just saying.
I like how they got into Cyborg's backstory and how he ended up like that.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, yes.
I didn't understand that at all.
And he,
the other
and he
episodes.
started like messing with his stuff, like trying to get used to his machine
And they
body.
explained his powers and stuff too.
Yeah, like they didn't have that in the 2017 version.
Yeah,
He
you kind
he
of
was
just didn't
like,
understand. It's like a robot who just wants to help out, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, I
he was
did
like,
not
"Alright."
care at all. I did not care for him.
You're like Cyborg.
No, like in the original cut. The original
2017
cut.
version.
Because I like he did nothing. He was just like, fine, I'll help. Sheesh. And then like starts making fun of Batman and Superman or something like that. I was just like, dude, where did you get balls from, huh? You're a robot. They're gone. Sheesh. Oh, and then Steppenwolf feels more intimidating.
He looks so much
He looks
different.
More intimidating. I'll say that.
He's
So
more
different.
intimidating and feels more intimidating. because like he's not only he in the 2017 cut, he's always just putting that beam of light and like sneaking off and doing stealth missions
He'll get the mother box and run away
Coward.
like a coward. But in this one, he comes in and kills everybody getting in his
Yeah,
way.
like when he went to what's Wonder Woman's land called?
Amazon.
When
Let's
he
call
fought the
it.
Amazonians.
He fought the Amazons in this movie.
Yeah, he was so brutal.
Yeah.
He gave no mercy. He
And
took that
same thing
horse.
with the Atlanteans, man. He just like dragged them out of the sea. And it was like,
Oh yeah,
one
he
of them
told his
is that.
parademons to go out, take them, bring them out of the sea.
just starts chopping limbs off. Like, sheesh, land, take it easy.
I liked what they did with the final the box too, where he didn't just go and steal it after Superman was revived. In the background,
Yeah, they like explained that like wait, I don't know if they explained in the 2017 one that like it attracts him if they use it.
yeah,
Like it like
if the power,
basically
if it awake, it calls for him or something like that.
yeah, but like at least he came in and he was just like, where is it? And he goes to its last location, like he's on Find My iPhone.
And they actually try to stop him too. Cyborg tries to stop him too.
Yeah. Everyone tried to stop him, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
See,
another
that was
thing.
good.
Everyone was a team. They felt like a real team in this one.
Yeah. And in the 2017 one, everybody felt useless.
Yeah.
In this
They're
one,
like,
they
we need
had a
Superman so bad. We need Superman. I'm like, no, you don't.
Yeah, like in this one, they had a chance of beating him in the sewers. In the 2017 version, they just got the
The
just
sewer
got
thing.
wrecked.
they got
I
their-
like what they do with the sewer thing when he captures all the scientists. And the other one, they just watch him kill the people and don't step in. In this one, Cyborg steps in right away to try and stop him from killing his father.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
The music was so good, bro.
was
Especially at the
the-
ending with the Flash scene. I love that music actually.
Oh.
Like the little, I forget what the song is. It's a really good song.
You're just
He
saying
he puts his hand out to freeze everything, and he shakes his hand, vibrating, and then he has to step and then try and reverse time. That's great.
At final battle, they really liked the Batmobile in that one.
Arkham Knight.
Well, I thought it was alright because then it gave Batman doing something, all right. 2017 one, he was just like always getting wrecked in the corner, watching
He's shooting his
friends-
gun in the corner.
He had a whole moment. He took that like a whole building by himself, and he's driving backwards, shooting at parademons. Like that was what he was doing
And
in this
then
movie.
we can all agree our favorite shot of all the superheroes together in slow mo, going towards the end of the movie.
That Age of Ultron shot that they had.
Oh yeah, exactly like that Age of Ultron. But that's perfect. That's
I
what
don't
you
know
need.
why Zack cut that out. I don't know why.
Zach, you mean Josh Whedon?
Josh Whedon, yeah.
Josh Whedon directed Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Why did he cut it out? then?
He wrote and directed the
It was
first two
like, wait,
Avengers.
they stole this from me. I'm not letting them use it. That man must hate his life.
I don't know what he's thinking, man. Has he said anything?
I mean, he's doing Batgirl still, I think.
The
The
TV
CW show?
No, like the movie Batgirl.
There's a background movie coming out.
There was. I'm pretty sure it's still coming out.
Yeah. Also, this movie set up a lot for sequels.
Yeah, especially Dark Side.
Yes.
They teased him
Yes.
a lot.
At the end, after they kill Steppenwolf, they chop his head off. The most
Yeah, it's brutal.
awesome scene ever. The Superman. Who else? Oh no,
They actually
yeah.
do team combo rather than
Aquaman.
let the fear
Superman,
kill him.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's scared, so the parademons just gang up on him. But in this one, they gang up. The Aquaman stabs him and throws him, and Wonder Woman cuts his head off, and he lands in front of Darkseid. And then you get a shot of all of them looking at Darkseid and Darkseid looking at them.
He closes the portal. He's like, all right, I'll be back.
Yeah, he's like, ready the Armada. We're gonna go to Earth.
Yeah, he's
Like
"Fine,
that's
I'll
just
do it
a setup
myself
all by
later."
itself.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
like
Like,
that
"Fine, I'll do it
epilogue.
myself." That's
that
like
epilogue.
if like in Avengers, Thanos kept showing up, and you just never see him again. That's what this is gonna be, like that kind of stuff.
The epilogue, it sets up what would have happened if Darkseid came to Earth.
So like, one hashtag to work, bring back the Snyder cut. If the next one of bring back the Snyderverse doesn't work, I'll just skip that entire epilogue every time. Every time I rewatch that movie, I'm just like, all right, movie's over. Don't watch
Even made me
epilogue.
appreciate Jared Leto Joker a little bit. He wasn't that bad in that scene.
Yeah, and especially how they like kind of set up how he's gonna kill Robin.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
And how he
And
killed
that-
Lois Lane.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And like they showed the Flash from the Batman vs
versus
Superman version.
Is that the
Yeah.
same one though?
Yeah,
I
it's the
don't
same
look
one.
like
That's
it.
what's
No,
because
like,
he's
is
sending
it-
him in the past.
No, I'm saying, is that like the same Flash that's like current?
The young kid.
Yeah.
He might be getting older and older because he keeps going to the past. I don't know.
And they
So,
brought in
Cyborg
Deathstroke.
had a helmet.
Cyborg had a helmet.
Remember
Oh
he had the-
yeah, he had like a whole face mask looking thing,
Yeah.
like a
They
helmet
didn't
actually.
pretend the other
Like
one.
when he goes into battle, little tiny detail there. And he also had 4 arms this time.
Yeah, he brought those forearms out a lot though.
He really whipped. Yeah.
They never worked though, I feel like.
Well, I mean, it did something.
Well, he helped separate the cubes with the
Yeah,
two
I
extra.
didn't. I love that in this one. That and the other one, Cyborg was just like, okay, I can do this. Just let me do it. In this
Yeah.
one, he needs the supercharge from Flash
Yes.
to be able to use the cubes.
And then originally they fail.
Yeah, they failed.
that-
That's
that-
so great. I thought that was
yeah.
so amazing.
Oh my
Dark, like
god.
the portal pops up for Darkseid,
Oh my
and then
god,
the
dude.
world ends.
We all watched this movie together, and I remember Alex was laying down, and then the second
the portal opens.
shows up, and you see Darkseid on the other side, he just gets up and it's just like, no way.
It was even more of a no way moment when they fail.
Yeah, they're
and-
like, they failed?
Yeah, it blows up.
What?
I thought the
then
movie was gonna end
everything
like that. I would have been okay
explodes.
with that too. That's so sick if they failed. But
God,
Flash
that
like
been crazy.
But Flash froze time there. He's like, "Come on, Barry, break the rule, break the rule, break the one rule. I gotta go faster than the speed of light." And I was like, "That's so sick! Holy,
Yeah,
that was so sick."
that was so worth it. That ending. I don't think. See, like that's like one of the things that I think like he didn't cut out Josh Whedon. I feel like he just like
They didn't have the money.
no, I don't know. It's not like cut out. I think like he messed up too many other things before that. He's like, oh, I can't.
You can't set this up.
I can't. I literally cannot set this up.
Yeah,
Like,
because they set it up with the Flash scene earlier too, where he's like, "Sometimes if I have this one rule I can't break."
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that scene was also different when they were powering up the Parabox, and Cyborg saw the future.
Yeah,
Cyborg saw the
remember that?
future a lot.
Yeah,
He
but
really
he saw
did.
he saw the future for real that time. He's like, the world ends if we revive Superman right now, and he's like, no, and then Barry's like, what? Go? Yeah,
Yeah, that was like, oh damn.
yeah.
They're like, man, that would have been such
Oh,
a cool sequel.
I just realized in that scene they also hint him turning back time.
Yeah. You remember you saw the box? He went back up.
Yeah, it was the time was reversing before he touched the box, but then he touched the box, so the time just kept going normally. So that was just a little tease, and then we see him actually do it at the final battle.
What a good movie.
Oh,
And
that
then,
like,
it's making
apparently-
why someone's so bad, dude.
And at the very
Apparently with the Lex Luthor scene, like that was supposed to set up the Batman movie.
Where he
that,
sends
like-
Deathstroke after him.
Yeah, like, and it was
Um,
supposed to be Deathstroke v Batman, and that was supposed to be their movie, like the solo Batman movie with Ben Affleck.
That would have been sick.
especially because Lex Luthor tells Deathstroke Batman is Bruce Wayne.
Exactly.
To show how Lex Luthor escaped prison. How do you do it?
Yeah, he did. He swapped him. He swapped him with an old guy. You
They
don't
swapped
remember that?
and just got away. I remember he swapped him, but how did he get out of Arkham Asylum?
Because he's a bad guy.
He's
Joker
Lex Luthor.
gets out of Arkham Asylum all the time. Why is it different if he does it?
We gotta secure that place, man.
Martian Manhunter shows up in front of Batman's house,
The final epilogue part.
starts telling him,
He's like, I want to start helping out too now.
yeah.
Oh,
And then he
yeah, that-
Or Ben Affleck. It just
He
didn't
did not look
there's
into
a,
it.
yeah, there is a couple things I didn't like about it though, the movie. But that's like, again, I said before, like I'll give it a 10 out of 10 just because I want to see more. But like there were some things like you can't really control. Like the CGI was garbage at times, like because it's like so like the Martian Manhunter CGI was really bad. You guys saw it, right? He looked so weird.
I didn't mind
So
it.
he looks so phony. Some scenes could have been cut out. Yeah, like it didn't need to be really 4 hours. But then again, I didn't want it to be like a TV show either, because apparently they wanted to be like episodic instead of a full 4 hours. I was just like, nah, man, that just No,
You
that's just
cannot.
weird.
I don't think you could do the TV show if you tried to. Like the first part isn't in that like hooking. Like I wouldn't want to keep watching if I only watched the first episode.
Yeah.
The second part of the second whole half of the movie is really good. I just hate how much they set up. That's not gonna happen.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna help out now. I'm Martian Manhunter.
So
I mean,
we're gonna,
they've been setting that nightmare stuff up since Batman versus Superman.
yep.
I don't know what do they do in the Batman vs Superman. It's just parademons fighting Batman, right?
Yeah, but then Superman military comes in, like soldiers of Superman come in, they capture Batman and like bring him to Superman, and they're like oh, so they say have some conversation with each other about like how they did some stuff or whatever. Then takes off his mask and like is about to kill him, and then he wakes up.
Yeah, at the end of the episode, what happens after Superman just shows up and he wakes up, right?
Yeah, like they sound
Yeah.
like they're talking about Darkseid, but then it's Superman because Superman apparently went bad and started killing everyone because
After
of it.
Lois died.
Yeah,
That's
like
statement by
Lois
Lois is
died.
the key.
It's like Injustice, basically. The second Lois dies, Superman loses it, and he becomes a murderer. And like, who can really stop Superman?
If it's only Lois could have stopped him. Like in the when he woke up first. We're gonna do rating.
Final rating. What do you give this movie and why?
I give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's 4 hours, so the rewatch ability of the movie is not super great. There's some, but it's a really, really good movie. I liked it overall. The soundtrack is amazing, so 8.5 out of 10.
All right, Angel, what would you give it? No, Angel, you go first.
All right, chill out, dude. All right, I give it an 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. What about you, Alex? What would you give it?
All right, so I got two scores for it. I got a
Oh my
critic
God.
score. I got a critic score, like the mindset of a critic, all right, and then the mindset of a fan, all right. I'd give it an 8.5 as well, but I really want to see more of these movies. And I, as I said before, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 everywhere. Every person I see in the world, I'll give it a 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, because it's just so good. The little boy inside me is like, yay, 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 Batman, yay, Justice League, yay. This is great. It's a great movie. Everyone watch it. Please, please watch it again and again and again. Because the more that HBO sees that you're watching this movie, the more they might consider making a sequel for these movies. All right, I'm watching it every night just to make sure my spot of investment into these movies is there. All right, you should too, and don't let it be like Hellboy 2, where we get a sequel but then we don't get a third movie. All right, okay. Keep watching them after these movies, all of them. Suicide Squad's next on HBO Max. All right. We're all watching that too, and we're all giving him 10 out of 10 because we want to see the Snyderverse.
Rest in peace, Hellboy 3.
Rip. 10 out of 10.
This is the highest Gabe has ever given a movie, I think. Pretty sure this is the highest he's ever given a movie.
And it's a real achievement because he bashed on the 2017 cut when we were watching it.
He hated
He
it.
bashed on DC movies
He
and
hated
came out of this as the number one person who won't shut the heck up about it.
This is a good movie, and you should watch it.
All right, now.
Oh, next week. What is it? What is it?
Oh,
What is it?
Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again, y'all. Look out. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Listen to me. I despise. 'Cause it means that
Rush Hour.
1998
Rush Hour.
classic.
Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's Rush Hour. Woo! Rush Hour. Rush
Yeah.
Hour joke. Insert Rush Hour joke.
Yeah.
Well, I should take your ass to jail. You know that?
For what?
For what? Look at this.
That's just nothing but cigarette,
This
man.
cig of weed.
Well, looking like a cigarette.
You better have glaucoma.
I do.
All right, I don't know what's wrong with these two, but I'm excited. So, yeah, Alex, take it away.
I'm Zack Snyder, and see ya.
I'm Gabe.
And I'm Angel. We're going to split.